Fucking fish gameplay. It's not even gameplay, it's just
Fish game.
fucking fish swimming back and forward. Oh my god. Right. Hello, and welcome to Gaming Related Activities episode 4. 4?
4, yeah.
I'll let you run with this.
Well, I do have a few things that I do want to bring up. So, I mean, first of all, have you seen that Dead Island 2 is now on Steam?
Yes. And it's got not bad reactions. Oh. Yeah, it's not got bad reviews either, does it?
It's mixed.
Oh, never mind.
Eh,
It's got bad reviews.
From what I heard when it was on PlayStation, it was a good game, but the ending was ass.
I didn't really look into it much because I was like, I loved one like when it came out. Riptide, I was like, oh, this kind of ass, even when I was younger.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. 2 came out too little, too late, so I just ignored it.
I mean, it was in development hell for like, what, 10 years?
Oh yeah, it was stuck.
It was absolutely stuck. The fact that the game even exists is a testament, TBH. But a lot of the reviews that I'm seeing so far of on the Steam version is that it still requires Epic Games,
Oh really?
and it's got de novo DRM.
That's bad.
Do you have a thing for de novo DRM? Because a
No,
lot of people hate it.
no, I've not really come. I don't think I don't play many games really. Well,
Yeah.
I play games, but I'm just kind of stuck in ways.
Not like AAA games
No.
that recently come out. Yeah.
And if I do, it's on like a console or something. What have you been playing recently, anyway?
What have I been playing recently?
Yeah.
More World of Warcraft.
Any reason, or you just sucked back into it?
Just sucked back into it by my friends, to be honest.
Enjoying it, or
But I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. A lot of the changes that they're doing with it is amazing. But I have also been like next month, be it May. May is a huge month. I actually can't wait for May. And I've been playing a lot of indies. Indies, I feel, are the way to fucking go. In the
Oh,
past
yeah.
couple years.
indies are fucking. I've been screaming this since
True, you have. Yeah.
years and years. Indies are just such a good way for since Super Meat Boy, pretty much. Back on the 360. God. Like, what ones you been playing?
So you know that I played some Frostpunk.
Oh yeah,
I'll talk about that later. But man, I was good.
such a good game.
But I want to play some V Rising again, the vampire top-down one. I want to play some Valheim again. I don't think the Marvel one isn't an indie. It's got Marvel behind it, so I don't think that's an indie. What are the Tomb? I don't know. This isn't an indie, but Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remaster.
Yeah.
Kinda huge.
Yeah.
Kinda like that a lot. That came out recently. I completely forgot how fucking not bad, but God, those controls are hard to do.
Oh yeah, I've had that with a few fucking games recently. I went back and played I played Kingdom Hearts 1 like a couple years back, and I was like, oh, this is rough. Someone I know now is going through it, and they just messaged me like, this is unplayable. Why did you do this to yourself? And I'm like, good question. Kingdom Hearts 1's controls are absolute dog shit, and 2 hardly steps away from it.
That is really nice to hear, because I actually kind of want to get into the Kingdom Hearts games.
They're alright. Good luck with the story, because you need to play the fucking about 72 DS games and the Game Boy games and the card game to
cool.
understand it.
Sick, awesome.
But yeah, what have I been playing? Siege, Overwatch 2.
You've been playing more multiplayer,
Yeah,
which is unlike you.
yeah, it's just been I've just been struggling to jump on games at the moment. I've got, in fact, no, I'm getting right after this pod RimWorld Anomaly.
Oh, is that the DLC?
Yeah, because all the mods I have, just the quality of life mods have been updated to it.
Huge.
I've seen a game. I think me and you spoke about it before the pod. Actually, it's called like Scare Ritual.
Oh, Scare Ritual. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really cool. Might get that.
I really hope that Scare Ritual is good and it scratches that Call of Duty Zombies itch.
Mm.
And wait, it's on sale right now. PogChamp.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much is it?
16.
From World Anomaly, might have to wait just a few days.
It's got very positive reviews, and like thinking about it, like thinking about a standalone Call of Duty Zombies game, you could have this going for a while.
Oh yeah,
like
100%.
you could keep bringing out packs, like because I'm seeing right now the DLC is like £3 each. So you bring out like one map out for like £3 every like few months, and keep that going for like years. That's a zombies game right there.
Yeah,
like
100%.
think about not having to hope that the next Call of Duty has zombies, and if that zombies is good.
Yeah, it won't be. For COD. This game could be
The
though.
next card.
Yeah, just for COD in general now. I've got no
Yeah.
hope.
No, the open world zombie stuff. I said it in the tier list, but oh my god, I hate the open world zombies. Absolutely despise it. And I think the next card I think is going the same route, if I'm not mistaken. So
Cells, I
not
guess.
excited at all. Yeah. I bought Modern Warfare 3 because I was playing Warzone a lot and I wanted to try the multiplayer. So I bought Modern Warfare 3 and I refuse to touch the zombies. Like I haven't played it. I just don't want to, man. It goes against what I loved about zombies. I don't know. Using that money for Scare Ritual, I think would probably be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, probably
choice.
more of an enjoyable
Especially,
time.
Scare Ritual is 16. COD is like what, 50?
60,
base
70, isn't
edition?
it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Like, I hope Scare Ritual's good.
I reckon we'll enjoy it. Probably. It's cool.
Yeah, when you get it, I'll get it, and we can talk about it next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna also just throw this out. I've been playing. I don't think I spoke about it last pod. Song of Sticks. In fact, I definitely didn't. I didn't have it when.
6.
Yeah, Songs of Six. Sorry, fucking Sticks. It's too much.
The tutorial.
Everything.
Everything. Oh, okay.
Like, I thought, fuck it. I'll play it how I played RimWorld. Just get battered down and learn. And the fact I have to do like 100 different things just to build a fucking woodcutter's station is crazy. So just let me cut some trees. And then I found out you can cut trees or something. So I was thinking, what do I need the woodcutter station? So I had to Google it. And then I was stuck on a fucking endless loop of just figuring out what the woodcutters do and then how it affects different... Because you've got different races and stuff, and apparently the game's just racism, the game.
Oh, okay.
Because everyone hates the pig people, and then the lizard men hate the humans, and the humans hate the fucking... whatever. So I was just trying to do that, and then everyone was getting angry that I was on their territory, and I'm like, I've just spawned. I'm trying to figure out how to put down a toilet. Why are we getting angry at me? So it's just too stressful, so maybe one day I'll go back to it. I did the same with Dwarf Fortress, and I played a fair bit of that, and I really enjoyed it, but because that game was made in like 2005, and it's constantly got updates since then, there's so much just stuff in that game where it's like, that's what, 15, 16, 17, 18 years of content there. Yeah, it's just a lot. Which is good. I'm not going to complain about there being a lot of content, but it's just hard to get into.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you are a You're a city builder, aren't you?
Yeah, the colony sims I love. Um, I'm still to this day upset. I knew it was going to be as soon as I showed the first trailer for it. City Skylines 2. I knew that was destined for the bins.
Why? What's wrong with City Skylines?
Just have a few look at its reviews. It's just the
I love
worst.
Skylines 1.
Yeah, I love Skylines 1.
Oh my god, it's mostly negative.
Yeah,
Holy.
it's just one that hardly runs well. Like, you know, in one, if you got a massive city, you get a bit of like frame drops, won't you?
Yeah, yeah.
In two, if you get like a mediocre city, your frames are tanking. You're done. It will crash. I've seen people lose their save files on the crash. I've seen so much issues with it. Textures just not loading in. Like,
Oh, that is a shame.
they released the game, and a DLC was already ready. I'm pretty sure. So it's just money hungry, really.
That is a damn shame, because I really enjoyed City Skylines 1.
Same, but I've got the same issue coming up with Prison Architect 2. I don't know if you've seen Prison Architect.
We played it a while ago, but we
Oh,
did
yeah,
play
yeah,
City
yeah.
Architect together.
It was a multiplayer, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So remember, it has that weird 2D charm to it. Weird,
Yeah.
just like fucking goofy. If you look at the trailer for 2, they've tried to turn it into like a 3D. Just it's lost all charm to it. It's really disappointing. Look,
Oh, yeah, that's a shame.
and the developers seem quite money hungry again.
I mean, I'm just looking seeing the trailer, but it doesn't look too bad.
It just looks
It's
like
still got its like art style to it.
Yeah, it's just what's the words here? It looks like it's trying to be like 2 Point Hospital or like 2 Point Campus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't look like, I don't know. I get the first one kind of ripped off from RimWorld or vice versa. One of them ripped off from the other, but I'm going to stick up for RimWorld no matter what. But they both can coexist and look not great. Looks, I don't know, but the second one I've just got no hope for. I can tell it's going to tank right off the bat.
That's a big shame.
Yeah, do like my city builders, do like my stuff like that. I'm also getting Helldivers soon, like in like 3 days.
I'm so excited to play that with you.
Same.
I'm so excited to play that with you.
Is it a big game? Like storage?
It is 74 gigabytes.
Holy
I can see.
fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
For democracy, though.
Yeah, it's worth it.
For democracy.
Other than that, just, yeah, not really been up to much game-wise. I'm playing this at the moment, Chillquarium. It might be on the screen right now. Probably will be.
Oh no.
Let's be real. Look at them go.
But Helldivers has such a wholesome community.
Oh, I know, the
Compared
community for
to,
that's
like,
great.
Compared to all of the other like really toxic multiplayer games out right now, heard of like a scenario where there was one guy that was killing people. Like at the end, when you're supposed to escape, there was one guy that was just killing people and then escaping himself. And then it was like a nationwide bounty on this one dude. Everyone knew this guy's name for just being an asshole.
I like that.
And it was awesome. And there was a culture of some people calling other people creekers or something because they would only stay on Malevolent Creek, which is a planet in the game. Because there's a whole like community of taking Malevolent Creek back, and people didn't like that there was so many people on this one planet. And then when it was taken back and we got the creek back, they gave us, or the devs gave us a cape for it, like a cool special cape. And so that community that didn't like it looked at that cape, called those people creekers, and then were killing them on sight. And so it turned into almost like a civil war for a second, where we were just kind of... It's kind of cool, to be honest. It obviously was a small kind of community,
Yeah.
of the assholes, but Yeah, it is a very wholesome community, Helldivers is. I love it.
I saw. I got a quick question. What made Helldiver succeed? And I know. What's that? What's the game called? With the dwarfs. Deep Rock Galactic.
Oof.
What made?
Rock and Stone.
I know that game did really well, but once I hear Helldivers, like throughout my entire life, Helldivers has been spoken a lot about more than I ever heard Deep Rock be spoke about.
True.
Do you think it's the devs
Honestly,
updates?
I don't know. No, Deep Rock does get a lot of updates. I'll give Deep Rock a lot of credit for its updates. It's pretty good. But I feel like why Helldivers is getting a lot more of the front and center than Deep Rock ever did was because Deep Rock was already pretty niche. Deep Rock was already like the indie kind of special art style kind of game. And it was always like that. Now, it's got such a good community behind it. Like, Deep Rock Galactic, Rock and Stone has, like, one of the best communities I've ever seen. I love it. But I think Helldivers just took way more of a front and center because it was a PlayStation game. Like,
Okay.
it was backed by PlayStation. And obviously it came to PC as well. But it had PlayStation's name behind it, so they obviously promoted it a lot, I think. And then obviously when people played it, it was just a lot of fun, and it's especially fun with friends. So one person played it, got their friends to get it. They played it, got their friends to get it, and it's like spread like wildfire.
That makes
Which you could
sense.
say the same about Deep Rock, but again, it's I feel like it's just a lot more indie than
Yeah.
Helldivers was.
It did the same thing, but on a grander scale. That's what you mean.
Pretty much, yeah. They're very similar games, to be honest. I love absolutely both of them. They're both incredible games. I'd play either. But yeah, Helldivers just had that PlayStation backing, so I feel like it just reached a bigger audience.
What's on your to playlist then? Like, let's say by next week, what do you want to have started?
Ooh, I've already started that Marvel game, Marvel Midnight Suns,
Yes.
because of the new Marvel Rivals game coming out. I'm so excited for that alpha in May.
I'm more skeptical of it.
Yeah, you're not too much of a fan of the gameplay, are you?
No, the paladin style is just so off-putting for me.
Would you rather more Overwatch style?
Yeah, but I'm fine with it being third person. That's not an issue for me. It's how light everything seems.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking, who was it we saw? Loki.
Yeah, the Loki trailer.
The Loki trailer. It looked like he was shooting little peas out. Fucking Iron Man drops a nuke, and it did like nothing. When Hulk jumped, it just felt slow and weird. The game feels slow and weird. That's what I picked up so far. Maybe playing it's different. Maybe it's going to be fast and exciting, using all these abilities.
I hope so.
Groot has more health than the Hulk. That's an issue. Or is it? Not an issue for me. Groot, mate.
Hey, you love your Groot.
Groot and Rocket, man. So,
I think you can duo. I think.
yeah, Rocket jumps on his
Rocket
back.
can go on the back of Groot, right?
Yeah.
So you play Rocket, I play Groot.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
That's a play.
They best have more combos like that. Just weird little, like, hero combos. Like,
They do. They have that mechanic where you can like tag team, right?
I think it's only
They
for a
showed
certain
that in
few.
the first trailer.
That was Rocket and Groot. I don't know if it's, like, specifics. Let's say, like...
No, I think Iron Man did it as well. Iron Man did it with someone in
Oh,
the
did
first
it?
trailer. I think so, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, just stuff like that. I'd like that.
And it has destructible.
Yeah, the structural landscape. The map we saw was beautiful.
Oh my god, yeah.
But
Seeing stuff like Asgard and things like that, I think, in that game is really nice. The art style is really nice.
Art style's
it really
good.
reminds me of a high-res game.
I'm looking forward to it, but I've got such a bad feeling about it.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic. I'll be honest. It's Marvel, so I probably shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've done pretty well. I mean, apart from Phase 4 of the movies.
You know what? There was some jet. Oh wait, no. Guardians 3 was Phase 5. No Way Home. That was good.
Yeah, No Way Home was good. But
Yeah.
I heard of stinkers like She-Hulk and things like
Oh,
that.
She-Hulk's bad. Shang-Chi was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, Shang-Chi was amazing.
Oh, Shang-Chi. Oh, yeah.
There was a few good ones. Moon Knight, amazing. Loki season 1 and 2,
I
amazing.
can't wait to watch Moon Knight.
There was a lot of good stuff, but unfortunately there was a lot of bad stuff, and it was coming off the back end of Endgame, so
Yeah, Endgame was huge.
like I don't think it'll ever be like as hype as that. That being said,
No.
Guardians 3 had me fucking feeling everything.
I was genuinely thinking of going back to Iron Man 1 and watching the entire series again, like the movies, because I watched them in such a disconnected order.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't even watched some of the standalone ones. Like, I gotta be honest, I'm not much of a fan of Thor. So I haven't watched like 1 or 2 of these standalone
The
movies.
second one's so bad.
Is it? Oh,
The second one, have you watched 4? Like Love and Thunder?
No, I haven't watched that one.
That
yet.
one's
That's the newest
awful.
one, right?
That is.
Newest Thor standalone.
I think that's the worst Marvel film.
Ooh, wow, okay.
Absolutely, just takes a shit on everything. For
That is-
the funnies that aren't funny. It's just. But yeah, Marvel mixed slate. Phase 5's
Very mixed light.
looking. What Deadpool and Wolverine looks good.
Ooh, Deadpool and Wolverine, I think is going to be an absolute banger.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
Deadpool 1 and 2, like, phenomenal. I love Deadpool. Just as a character, I remember playing his really old, you know his old game on, like, the 360?
Oh yeah, 2013.
Something like that, yeah. I remember that game and all of the, like, fourth wall breaks that would do. I love a character that fourth wall breaks. I don't know why, but a character that has that sense that they can break out of the comic or break out of the movie or break out of the game. I love that type of humor.
Hmm.
And so there's entire levels in that game where like he walks into a level, everyone's just like T-posing, no textures and things like that. So he calls up the devs and is like, yo, fix this shit. It's like I love that game when I was a kid.
Maybe you'll get a new one.
A new Deadpool game with today's technology, man.
Mm.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would be huge. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine I think is going to be a banger. 1 and 2 were really good.
I'll just run with the Marvel games whilst we're on it. Have you seen all the ones that are coming out?
I have not, probably.
You've got Iron Man game.
I saw that one, yeah.
You've got Black Panther and Captain America.
I didn't know that one.
Have
A
you-
Black Panther game?
Yeah, it's called like Black Panther and Captain America: Rise of Hydra.
Ooh.
The trailer looked really good.
All of these games have the enemy opponent being Hydra.
Yeah, it's just the easiest thing. It makes sense
It
for
is the
Captain
easiest
America.
Yeah. Marvel Midnight Suns also has the enemy of Hydra, and I can't lie, they're kind of boring.
Oh yeah, Hydra is boring, but
They're just soldiers. they're just like a form of Nazis, really.
how far did you get into The Walking Dead? Just
The games or the
TV show.
TV show, I was on season 6 or 7.
Did you meet Ezekiel, the king with the tiger?
Yes.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Black Panther's played by him in the new game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's one. What's the other ones? There's a few more. Spider-Man 3, obviously they're doing that.
Yeah.
I
can't wait for Spider-Man 3. Did you play Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Do you know the side quest where you see Carnage?
Yes. Apparently that's gonna be a DLC.
Wait, in Spider-Man 2 it's a DLC?
Apparently,
Oh, I can't wait for Carnage. I can't. I
because
love Carnage as a character.
3's setting up Green Goblin and Doc Ock again, isn't it?
Probably,
Unless they do Red Goblin, that'll be cool.
cool. Yeah, that'd be neat. In my opinion though, the Venom movie did Carnage kind of dirty.
Oh, it did him filthy.
Like I didn't like
I liked his design.
weak. Yeah, you know, in the church scene where he transforms, like both of them transform. Eddie turns into Venom, and it's like a smooth transition.
Mm.
Where when what's his name? Cassidy?
Cletus.
Cletus. When Cletus turns into Carnage, it's like this, like ripping, like amalgamation type
Yeah,
of
he
animation.
forces
It's
it.
so cool. Absolutely love that.
But yeah, they did him dirty.
Yeah, he dies at the end of it, right?
Yeah,
Carnage does.
Venom just eats
And
him,
then
don't it?
oh yeah, and then it teases what's the other one? Riot? No, Riot's the first one.
Yeah, Right's first.
What's it teases one of the other symbiotes in
Yeah,
the cop or something.
I know what you're on about.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but yeah, the Venom 2. I love Venom. I love the Venom movies, but yeah, they did.
Venom 3 comes out this year, don't it?
How am I out of the loop of that? What?
Comes out in October. It's called The Last Dance, so it's his last one.
Oh, it's his last one. Is it? Is it? Gonna be? It's not gonna be MCU, but like, did they? Because they teased at the end of.
Oh, he
one of the
came. He
movies.
came in No Way Home, didn't he? And then he got teleported back out.
Oh.
He dropped the little symbiote.
Yeah.
He dropped a piece of himself, so that'll come into like play soon. Hopefully, maybe. None of the end credits have really led to anything since Phase 3.
Yeah.
That was the hype stuff in like the early Marvel films, because it showed like an end credits and you'd get a payoff in like 5-6 movies time.
Yeah.
Now I'm 7 TV shows deep and 15 movies, and I'm still waiting to see what the fuck happens at the end of Eternals.
Oh no, I've heard really bad things about Eternals, but from what I've seen, it looks amazing.
Looks amazing. You are right. Writing.
But it's not good.
It could have been a good TV show. It just didn't have enough time to cook for a movie. Also,
That's a shame.
the facts, some events happen in it and you don't hear about them again, and you're like, how the fuck is that not everywhere?
Yeah. So, from what I've seen of Eternals,
Mm.
the last scene, or like the ending of this TV, I don't know. It's like some last season or something.
Mm.
There's basically a Galactus level threat of like this huge motherfucker that like starts picking people up.
Yeah,
at the end.
the Celestial.
Yeah. What? Huh?
So-
that seems like a pretty big.
They did that, and like a part, like inside the Earth, I think, is a Celestial, and its hand starts to come out the ground, and then they stop it. All this blah blah blah. There's a Celestial floating outside space, and he's like, "I'm gonna destroy Earth or something," and they went, "No, you're not." And he goes, "Okay, I'm not." But no one speaks about that. And then you see Thanos' brother, and that's not been brought up again.
What? See, this is the problem of having like different TV shows and having them all want their cool things, but they're all the same universe.
Mm.
Because it's kind of like in the comics has like everyone. You can bring anyone in the comics. Like some of the ones that I've read have absolutely the entire roster of the
Oh yeah,
Avengers.
yeah. Jim, you can have any. You can have fucking Squirrel Girl fight Rocket if they wanted.
Yeah, and you know, the TV shows and movies don't have that flexibility,
Nah.
and it kind of sucks because there's those times where something really big happens in one show, and it's like, where are the others? Where's like Doctor Strange?
Yeah,
Where's, like,
yeah.
Hulk to deal with this? Like this would definitely be on their type of radar.
Yeah, I've always
So-
wondered about that, even since the early ones. Like Hydra fucking stuff up in the second Captain America. I was just sat there like, so, where's Iron Man? Was he just not called Iron Man in to be like, hey, just need a bit of help, bud?
Yeah.
So where was we? Oh, Marvel Games. Yeah, you got Marvel Rivals as well.
Yeah.
So there's 4, and I'm forgetting one, but there is another one. So yeah. Oh, sorry.
Blade.
Blade. That's the 5th one. Blade.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the standalone Wolverine one.
Well-
Did you see the leaks of that Wolverine game?
No, I didn't see them, but I heard about them.
Wow, it was bad.
Bad.
They had like an entire build of the game playable.
Oh, yeah. I've seen. Wait, the game was bad, or the leaks were bad?
No, the leaks were bad.
That's what I say.
No, not the game.
I expect the game to be bad that early.
Yeah, no, it's very early development. No, the leaks were bad because they got an entire build of the game.
Oh,
like,
yes.
playable,
They said if you
ready
don't pay
to
us like
show.
5 mil, we'll show it, and
Something like that. Yeah.
Insomniac were like, cool stuff. Leaking's been really bad recently. Not even recently, just in general. Remember when Resi 8 was coming out?
Yeah.
Someone released every single cutscene like a month before it came out.
Wow, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so I stay clear of all spoilers and stuff, but people were just
Yeah.
spoiling everything left, right, and centre, and I'm like, nope.
It is so hard to avoid spoilers this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go onto like Twitter or YouTube or Reddit or anyone, and it's gonna have like front and center, all right, on your front page. It's gonna
Thumbnail,
have
Ethan's
spoilers.
death, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's why I had to beat it in one sitting. I knew it was coming.
That was such a good game to beat in one sitting, though.
Yeah.
Resi 8 was a fantastic game to beat in one sitting.
So Frostpunk?
Yeah, we should probably move on to that. Yeah. So as I said, I did play my first game of Frostpunk, and oh my god, I can fully understand where you're coming from.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful.
It is an absolutely gorgeous game. Like aesthetics wise, it's incredible. My favorite thing about the game was its animations. The game felt so smooth. Like anytime you would click on something, or anytime you would open a menu to choose your options and things, the animation of it coming up, showing the art, and then like going through the menus and things, it was so smooth. Like combine that with the amazing art and with just kind of the stressful nature of the game, it is such a good game to play, really.
Yeah. Like you just said, the animations were smooth. I don't get immersed in games really much. I really enjoy them, and I'll be focused on the story and stuff, but I don't get like immersed in them. But that game just feels weird. Like when you turn that generator on, it feels warmer. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I think it really is just the level of detail that they put into the game, especially the screen effects. I don't want to go back to the Marvel thing real quick, but Marvel Rivals, I think why it doesn't feel as weighty or as cool to shoot things to you is because there is kind of no screen effects. If the Hulk is jumping at you and he lands next to you, you kind of expect your screen to shake a little bit or something.
Yeah, you expect a fucking fat rumble.
Yeah. In Frostpunk, when you turn that generator on and the screen like fills with warmth, or it goes down in temperature and the screen starts to freeze over, it's such a good level of detail. And the animations of the characters, obviously, but you can see each little character and how they're going through the snow. Like they make their own pathways in the snow to go to their jobs and things like that. It really makes an environment. Like as you said, it really does just immerse you in that game.
I've done, to self-plug it, I've done a video on my private, personal channel on the whole Frostpunk 2 situation with the deluxe edition. And I spoke a fair bit about Frostpunk 1 in that, but I was just saying the sound effects in it as well. Like I said this in the video a fair bit. When you like turn the generator on, you can hear the coal burning. or
Yeah.
you can hear like the townspeople just murmuring, chattering, or like the shift has ended. That one
Yeah.
every night, and you're like, fuck, okay, people are chilling. I need to think about what I need to do tomorrow. I need to know what resources are worth it. I need to manage the town whilst they're sleeping. That is just the sound effects just bring it all together. The the game's. I'll speak about the beta of the second one later as well because I finally got to play it. We haven't speak about that either. But one's just such a good resource management game. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a good introduction because it's a massive fuck you, but you can be introduced off it.
Hmm.
Like you won off your first one, didn't you?
I did run it off my first one, yeah.
Which is quite good.
I've played some city builders in the past, obviously, but obviously nowhere near as much as you. But I do enjoy city builders. Like I don't mind them. I just don't really play them that much often. But I think that Frostpunk is probably my favorite city builder so far.
That's fair. That's 100% fair. It's one of mine, 100%. But the difficulty of the game, the fact like you've beat it now, so you've got your options to get harder and like easier, and you've got different scenarios you can do even without the DLC.
Hmm.
And some of those scenarios are so fucking interesting. I'll just tell you one because it's not a spoiler really. You'll see if you just look. So one of them is you've got 4 seeds, and they're all in a building, and you've got to keep all these seeds above chilly. You've got to keep them above that temperature, otherwise you lose.
Hmm.
So now you've got to think, okay, I've got to keep my people fed, keep them warm, but my main priority is these fucking seeds.
The seeds.
And you don't get that many people in this one. Like, they're not just pouring in, like, you can't just keep finding survivors.
Yeah, that was kind of one of my problems towards the end of my game, was that I had way too many people.
It's the... It was probably too easy for you. So you weren't losing people.
I wasn't. I had, you saw, I had people sick for pretty much the entire time, but no one actually died. I think even towards the end, even after the storm and everything, I think only like 10 people died in my entire run.
Yeah, I think you need to go through it again on a bit slightly harder difficulty.
Probably, yeah.
Because when the game gets challenging, it gets so fucking intense. Stressful as well. But oh fucking hell, what was I just saying?
The seeds.
Oh yeah, the seeds, to focus on the seeds over people, and then you don't get many of that people, so you have to think, okay, I need to get my automations, I need to get more of them. It's just fucking, just that one's a brain fuck. I think I have beat it now, but it took a while. The last autumn I've still not beat, because it's just rough. And I keep restarting it, and I'm like, okay, I'll optimize it better this time, and I'll restart it again and try again. But it's still really fun to do. And you have to plan out more in that as well, because you've only given a set amount of days, and you're on a schedule, and you can get fired if you're not ahead of schedule. Great game, fantastic game.
Absolutely. I can't wait to do some of the scenarios.
Oh yeah, scenarios are great. I like the difficulty curve on them. Endless is an actual bastard,
I mean, it's endless.
but it fucks you over by like day 10.
I think one of my favorite things, honestly, about the game was, well, ironically, the outposts, which you said you didn't go into much, did you?
No, I did in like some of the scenarios and stuff, but in the main, like A New Home, no, I didn't use them.
The outposts were actually, like, I think that's why it was so easy for me for a little bit, because I had 2 outposts. One of them was getting a steam core every day. One of them was getting 800 coal every day. So I was maxed out on resources pretty much the entire time. Like after I did those and like going after like day 15 or so, I think, I was pretty much maxed out on all resources. And when the storm came and it cut off my, or it didn't cut it off, but like it was saying to prepare, and I realized, oh fuck, these outposts are not going to work anymore because you can't go out in the storm. So that 800 coal that I'm relying on is going to be cut off. So what I did, which was probably not the smartest move, but what I started doing was making a bunch of storage, put in coal as my focus, so then my coal limit would just be so far up. And then when I realized that wasn't a valuable fucking strategy, I started making like the coal miners. And since I had so many steam cores from the other outpost, I was free to just get like the really good coal miners and slap those down. And then when the storm does hit, I thought, my coal is fucked. This ain't it. But luckily, my coal was fine. It was my food that was the problem.
Oh yeah, 'cause you couldn't send hunters out or anything, could you?
Nope. It was completely cut off. And then what I really liked was the characters were so in line with what I felt. When the storm was happening, I obviously still wanted everyone else to work. I wanted people in the miner. I wanted people in the labs and stuff. Workshop to research things. But then the more and more the storm started hitting me, the less and less I cared about people going to their jobs and just living. And the game really understood that. And by the last day, I didn't give a shit about anyone going to work, and neither did they. Everything was closed, and everyone was just like trying to live in their homes, and I was doing the exact same thing. I was like just trying to keep everyone warm, putting the generator in overdrive and all that. It was like, it felt so connected with me, you know?
Yeah, I get that. The music as well. I don't know if you heard the City Must Survive when
the music was phenomenal.
when the storm hits. The City Must Survive plays so fucking good. Anything else you want to speak about on Frostpunk 1?
Oh, it's just a phenomenal game. Going out and like searching for survivors. Like the start of the game, like especially me, who has never played the game before, I had no idea what was coming. So I would go from outpost to outpost to outpost, just like trying to find people. And like you had this like main objective, with like that yellow spot of that main objective you want to go through, and then you find it and it's like, oh, no one's here, and it's like, well, shit.
Oh yeah, and then the hope just drops.
Yeah. Oh, that was rough. That was a rough time. And then that arc of the Londoners, the people that wanted to go back to London, and you've got to build like the faith temples and stuff. Or I went faith anyway, so I would build like the faith temples and do like ceremonies to try and get people to like, no, don't go back to London because you're gonna goddamn die. And it was so good. Like, yeah, I fully understand now how you praise the game so highly, because like there is no aspect of the game where I felt was lackluster. Like every part of the game, yeah, from the soundtrack to the gameplay to the animations to the little chattering and the sound effects and the art style, the art design, and just everything. The entire game just felt so surreal. It kind of felt surreal to play.
It also has different play styles. Like yours was more like you'll pause, take your time, think, what's next, go.
I was pausing and going on 1x a lot.
Mine's go on 3x and just fucking deal with shit as it comes to me. People are starving, I'll deal with it now. People are dying, that's fine, I'll deal within a second. Like, it's just two different ways to play.
Not only that, but there's also different ways to fail.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hope,
Like
discontent, starving, freezing,
exactly.
not planning out your fucking day, not having your workers working properly, overworking your workers. Just there's so many different things that can go wrong.
Yeah, it's like
Generator
there is.
overdrive.
It's like a game of Jenga.
Mm.
It's like which block is gonna make the tower fall? You know, could it be that you overworked them and now people are dying from overworked, which I didn't know could happen until I overworked my workshop
Yeah.
once, and then that guy died an hour in.
He started his 24-hour shift. He worked 1 hour and went, ah, fuck this. Fucking died.
So yeah, like you can overwork your workers, or was it that you didn't get enough food, or was it that you didn't get enough coal and now you don't have a generator, or was it that you didn't get enough trees? And I also loved how there were different ways to get the materials.
Mm.
Like you can, especially coal. Coal, as I said, my main source of coal was through that outpost, but I could have chosen to not use the outpost and just go straight to the miner and just use a coal miner, or I could have just used trees. I could have gone fully into trees and then converted those trees into coal, and things like that. Like the game is so versatile, and yeah, it's like which part are you neglecting that's gonna make you lose?
Mm. Um, I'm gonna run on to this Frostpunk 2 quickly.
Yeah, go.
This beta was great. There wasn't much to do in it because you got to okay. I'll just quickly run with a difference here. So Frostpunk 1 takes place in 45 days, 50 days, around that, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so. I can't remember the exact, but
You get to around that within the first 10 minutes of Frostpunk 2.
wow. Okay, so it's more fast paced.
Yeah, instead of watching like your city grow in like a few days, you're expanding your city in months and years.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So instead of like dealing with hope and discontent, you're dealing with 6 different fucking factions. Like you've got the Ice Bloods who are like, hey, we need to do survival and we need to cull out the weak, and you've got the technocrats who are like, oh, we need to work on our industrial factories and we need to just progress technologically. And you've got to try to keep 8 different, I think it's 8, might be 6, but you've got to keep that many different factions happy. And keeping them happy can give you a special building in their in their field. You've got this massive map, like absolutely huge, that you're just expanding, making a new colony on, and like in the first one you're like, wow, I've got so many people, I've got 300 people. The second game starts out and it's like you've got 5,000 people.
Oh my god.
20 years after the events of Frostpunk 1. It's just it leaves room. It's a different game. This one's a proper city builder and a city expansion. Whilst this one, the original, was a city builder resource management game.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you still got to manage your resources. You still got to make sure you've got your coal factories, you've got your industrial stage, you've got all this going. But it's on a grander scale. The music was cool. The new animations were so fucking good. You know when you was introducing a law in Frostpunk 1, you just clicked here and you introduced the law.
Yeah.
In this one, because I just mentioned you've got your factions and colonies. So you can be like, I want to create hospitals. And then the Ice Bloods I was on about earlier, who are like survival of the fittest, they'll be like, I fucking hate that idea. Stupid idea. And then you've got to try to persuade them why hospitals are good. You could be like, hey, I'll give you next say on the next law we do, and then they'll agree.
Ah.
And you've got to get at least over half people agree into this law. I'm pretty sure you need 51 votes out of 80 to pass the law.
Wow.
But then you've got to like make deals behind the scenes with the different factions, saying like, hey, I'll give you more heat tokens to work on your new projects, or you can just leave them and leave it to chance. But you've got to think about the consequences that will come. You could make a promise like, I'll give you this, and then as soon as you're out the meeting or out of the voting hall, you're like, oh fuck, I can't give it them. And you've just seen your days tick down and they're about to lose their shit at you.
Oh no.
So that's really cool. The whole like going into the town hall to look at the fucking all the seats of like where everyone sat whilst you're doing your voting, fucking amazing. The art's amazing. It leaves reason to play Frostpunk 1. Because this one's a city builder. The original's a resource management. It's great.
It really sounds like it's a sequel, like a proper true sequel. Because you in Frostpunk 1, you're doing a small little town of, as you said, like you can have 300 people at the start. I think at the end of mine, which I had a lot of people, and at the end of mine, I ended with like I think maybe 1,300 or 1,500 people.
Really?
Something like that.
I think you start out with 20.
With 20? Wow.
I think so.
I have a clip there. I can look at it later.
Yeah, that's what I say. You start out with 20-ish. So, but it definitely leaves room to play the first one still. Like, I'll get to, and I'll probably play the shit out of it.
I'm fully wrong. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I'm guessing you had like 300-ish.
420.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, sorry, I was fully wrong about the thing. I thought I had 1,000 for some reason.
But yeah, I'm very excited to. I wished it didn't come out so far later in the year, in the end of July, which.
Yeah, they gave you the beta pretty early. Huh?
Very early, which is fine. I'm so glad I tried it. Music was good again. Art was beautiful. It was a bit confusing to begin with. I was very, very baffled. I had to do a lot of reading, like of their little like tutorials that come up. I had to do a lot of that because it wasn't explained well. Which I guess is the point of the reading bit. What was bad of the game? What was bad? Minus the lack of help. Was there anything? I've seen the complaint of it's not like the first one. I think that's ridiculous. I'm glad it's not like the first one. Because the first one still stands so well on its own.
As I said, it really sounds like a sequel. From small town to like big actual small village to big town. It really sounds like a true sequel.
It feels like a genre change, which is fine. I don't think I've got many complaints for it at the moment. There's not much resource management, I guess, is the only negative, but maybe that's just in the taste that I had. Maybe it just falls to shit later on. I like the different, like, you can say which two of the factions you start out on. You've got different maps, you'll have the story, they've guaranteed at least 3 DLCs coming out for it, and DLC for a city builder can be a fair big change. It's gonna be most likely my game of the year. There's another contender coming out this month for my game of the year, but
what's that?
Paper Mario 1000-Year Door remake.
Paper Mario remake, yeah.
I love that game, the original. Fucking hell, best of its kind. What about you? Any games this year?
For a game of the year, I can't say.
Tekken 8.
I can't. I love Tekken 8. Don't get me wrong, but I can't rightfully give it game of the year.
Is that like any reason?
I mean, what they've done with the monetization is ass.
Oh yeah.
Recently, it's still good gameplay wise, but man, the monetization that they've threw and just yoked into that game is such a shame. But honestly, when I think of a game of the year, I genuinely don't think of like a multiplayer game like Tekken.
The one before.
Which
Overwatch.
Overwatch won Game of the Year?
Yeah, in 2016.
I don't know why that's funny to me. It probably deserved it back then, but man, thinking about current Overwatch. Oh,
I don't think it deserved it. I loved Overwatch 1. I loved it when it came out. Dark Souls 3 came out that year.
really?
Mm-hmm.
And Overwatch won it over Dark Souls 3?
I'm pretty sure Infamous,
That's
not
surprising.
Infamous, Uncharted 4 came out as well.
Wow.
Yeah, you're not looking forward to anything, really?
I'm looking forward to a lot of things, but I just don't think I can't say my Game of the Year until I've played them. You know?
Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying,
But
I'm assuming from the beta, Frostpunk's going to be mine.
I'm.
And I've played 1000 Year Door. I've played Paper Mario.
I mean, if there was a DLC of the year, Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Like I just know. I just kind of. I think everyone just has the assumption that it's going to be a banger.
Oh, yeah, and it will.
Even devs do. Have you seen all of the devs that like put their game around where the DLC for Shadow of the Tree was, and then they moved it back or moved it forward a week because like, yo, we can't compete with that.
That's a shame, though. Oh, I'm looking forward to Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to that too. Shadow was my favorite Sonic character as a kid. You know, edgy emo
Mm.
kind of phase. You know, so gonna be seeing Shadow not only in Shadow Generations, but also in the new Sonic movie.
Oh my god, voiced by Keanu Reeves as well. Not my first pick, but still a great pick.
Hey, I can't wait. I can't wait to see more Shadow.
My favourite Sonic character's been left in the fucking... He's been dead since he came out.
Ew.
Silver.
Oh no.
Silver's dead.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Silver actually.
It's a shame. Such a cool fucking concept.
What last game was Silver in?
Generations. Oh, he was playable, do you mean?
No, just in story.
Forces. So the one before Frontiers, but they
Oh really?
punked him. He's literally like biggest of background characters now.
Oh.
And
That's a shame.
they ruined his playable. He's been playable in one game. And it was the one he came out with. Oh, 06.
06. Oh no. Did you hear about the 06 remake?
Oh
thing,
yeah,
where
Project
like,
06.
remade it?
Absolutely.
That seems amazing. I kind of want to just go through all of the mainline Sonic games. I know it's a task. I know. You know what? Unironically, you know what's stopping me though?
What was it?
Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, you can't save. So you have to beat them in one sitting.
Then
Which
not hard games. And they're
they're
short.
not- and they're only like 3 hours or so.
Mm.
But I think about it and I'm like, I can either sit down and play this game for 3 hours, or I just play WoW for like an hour and then go to bed. You know? Like, it's really hard for me to...
You missed
sit
out. So,
down
have you
and-
played? What ones have you played?
The Sonic games?
Mm.
Oh, I mean, I played Shadow the Hedgehog to death as a kid.
Yeah.
The Shadow game. I have played Sonic 1. I haven't beaten it, but as I said, no save. But I have played it.
You can skip
Played
that one.
Sonic 2. I played the Wii one on Wii. Can't remember which one that was.
Which one was it like? 'Cause there's a few on Wii.
Let me Google it.
Black Knight, Secret Rings,
Oh yeah, Black Knight. Oh, and Unleashed. I played
Unleashed was fucking
Black
gem.
Knight and Unleashed.
Like Unleashed on the Wii.
Yes.
Rough times. That's not the way to play that game.
I don't even remember it, to be honest. I was
Good.
too young.
Good.
I have Sonic Frontiers on my Steam. I'm still waiting to play it.
One of the most disappointing things I've touched.
Frontiers?
Oh, Frontiers. Sorry, I thought you said Forces. Frontiers is
Oh, no.
amazing.
Wait, Forces is bad?
Forces is abysmal.
Aw.
Oh
That's a
god,
shame.
I can't explain how disappointing that game was when it came out. You don't. I'm pretty sure for over like half the levels, you genuinely don't need to touch your keyboard or controller.
What?
It plays itself.
Ah, that's a shame. But what I like to do with these type of series,
Hmm.
because every series has like some gems and then those bad games, you know?
Yeah.
And I love to go through the series from start to finish, know what made the good games good and what made the bad games bad, you know?
Yeah.
So I played these games without any kind of bias. And I try and play the entire series. I'm going through the Metal Gear series right now. I've played the original, the first Metal Gear, not Metal Gear Solid, but the original Metal Gear.
Okay.
That was pretty fun, actually. I didn't really like. It's definitely a thing of its time because I didn't really like having to go back and restart from the checkpoint of the elevator and then having to do all of the saves of the things again. And then I realized right when I was going into the second part of the game, or the second building of the game, that I didn't have enough people saved to destroy one of the enemies stopping me. So then I had to go all the way back into the first building and then had to go around all the building again and find the ones that I didn't save. It was rough. I don't know if I was just stupid or if it was rough.
I thought of a fun thing we could possibly do for my channel maybe, or yours if you want to start a YouTube channel.
What's up?
We both go through, like, let's say we're just chilling. That each of us say we can find an emulator or some, or legit, definitely. We we go through
I own those games.
each other's favorite franchises. Like I'll go through Silent Hill
Oh, that's a good idea.
because I haven't played with any of the Silent Hills properly, or at all, pretty much. And you haven't played through Pikmin or Banjo-Kazooie, have you?
No, I haven't.
There you go. That could be quite fun.
That is a great idea.
Because yeah, just Banjo-Kazooie is such. Because you were saying each franchise has its bad games.
Yeah.
Not Pikmin.
Not Pikmin.
Not Pikmin.
Perfect.
1, 2, 3, and 4 absolutely. Unless you count like the DS game, but it's not even a numbered game. It's just like here's like your dinner until, or here's like a snack until the big one's ready.
Yeah.
I don't count it. Or the mobile game, which is like Pokemon Go. Don't count it again. It's cute. Don't count it. But 1, 2, 3, and 4 are absolutely perfection.
Crazy. Okay.
Banjo-Kazooie, on the other hand, 1 and 2, perfection. The nuts and bolts does not exist.
Oh, that's the new one, isn't it? On PS5?
No, it's the
Oh,
360
it's not.
is a.
Oh no, sorry, Banjo. Oh, I was thinking of something way different. I was thinking of Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, Rift Apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Banjo-Kazooie's platformer, and they turned it into like a Lego car game for nuts and bolts.
Oh,
Weird. That was a Microsoft diffie, that was.
unlucky.
But yeah, fucking 1 and 2, such. They're platformers that just changed everything, I think.
That's crazy. What about oh god, the big fluffy guy that's also a platformer.
Big fluffy guy.
As his tongue stuck out all the time. He recently just got a game. They like remade some of his old games. What's his name?
Dex?
No.
Big fluffy guy. Crash?
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash.
Yeah.
I love Crash.
What's your Crash opinions?
I absolutely adore Crash 1, 2, 3. Hate Wrath of Cortex. Love Nitro Kart. Love Nitro Kart Refueled. Love Tag Team. Twin Sanity I love. And then the... what was it called? Bash I played on the PlayStation a fair bit. But it's a party game. The monster ones, I forgot what they're called. Mind Over Mutant and oh fuck, I don't remember what the other one's called, but they're bad games. The remakes, some of the best remakes I think I've ever played in my life.
That's so good to hear because I do really want to play the Crash Bandicoot remakes.
They are, and the fourth game, Crash 4, for some reason, 4's the most recent one. No, it's not. Oh my god. I'll run onto this in a second.
Okay.
It's about time, so 4 is such a deserved sequel. Holy shit. I don't know if we'll ever get a 5 because of what come next, but 4, I don't know if you'll get a chance to play it, but if you get it's on PC actually, you'll get a chance if you go through Crash. Oh my fucking god. The atmosphere, the level design, the music, everything's just fucking great. There's a level where it's like you're in a festival, but you're like jumping across the rooftops. And then out of nowhere, you see like do you know Spyro, the dragon?
Yeah.
You see a blimp of Spyro just fucking dancing past. And I'm like, that's so fucking neat. I love that.
That's awesome.
You've got all these different, like, because it's about fucking time travel pretty much and different realities. Because of course it is, everything is now. You go through like just weird realities where you're like playing as Dingo Dial in the bayou. It's just weird. Great though. And then you've got the newest one, which is Crash Team Rumble. Oh, I bought it. I platinumed it.
Crash Team Rumble.
It's so.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I saw this.
It's like a 4v4, and it's neat. It is quite neat. It should have been free, and you should have been able to buy skins in it, and that way, it might have survived because they've added like Spyro the Dragon in it. They've added all these neat characters, new maps, new modes, and it's like your game's dead. Your game is actively dead, and it died on like month 1 of release, which was such a shame. I didn't even really get to play Ripperoo. What a fumble. From Crash 4 to that was just no. They did the remakes for 1, 2, and 3, and then they did Crash 4, and I'm like, oh my god, hot streak. He's not gonna die. He's back. And they released that, and it just absolutely flopped. And they're like, yeah, but Crash might not be selling what we thought he is.
That's these like. I feel like all of these games are now like really trying to push that multiplayer aspect. Like they're trying to. I feel like now this could be absolutely completely wrong, but Fortnite came out, right? And Fortnite had all of these collaborations, and then Dead by Daylight did the same thing. Dead by Daylight did collaborations, but with like horror icons, and now it feels like there's all of these top end companies that are trying to put all of their IPs into one multiplayer game, kind of like Fortnite or Dead by Daylight. And sometimes it feels like some of them just don't know how to play a multiplayer game.
Yeah. So Crash Bash I mentioned earlier was the early PlayStation version of like a party game, like a Mario Party. Why not just remake that? People loved it. Remake that and add more game modes in. Make it multiplayer online. People would have absolutely gobbled that shit up. Not a 4v4 battle arena fucking character hero based whatever.
Speaking of fucking IPs slapped into one multiplayer game, Multiverses
comes out end of next month.
End of May. I'm excited for its return.
Me too. I have high hopes for it. For some
I don't
reason.
know if other people are.
I'm not hearing about it much, but
I'm not hearing about it at all. And the last I heard of Multiverses, people were mad because they shut down the servers when it was going out of early access. They shut down the servers like a couple months ago, I think.
So I saw something about that not recently, but a few months ago.
Yeah.
The game was never meant to be out as long as it was, with all this stuff coming out. So, but they saw how well it was doing. Like numbers kept going up, and people were buying. Like they didn't originally have the shop, did they, for skins?
No.
But it's like downloaded. So many people were playing it and watching it. So there's like add a shop. They added a shop. People are now buying skins on it, and they're like, okay, get the ranked out. They was just trying to force it out early, and then obviously people lost interest because there was no like rollback, or all of this shit was just flopping pretty much, and there was losing players. So they're like, oh, shut it down. And they've gave it time to cook now. They've gave it time to properly be developed, not like developed whilst people are playing and trying to listen to their responses and balance it. A demo's not meant to be balanced.
Oh, I remember not balanced. That fucking spinny guy. What's his name?
Tasmanian Devil.
Tasmanian Devil. Ooh, he was the cause of some of my rage when that game first came out.
Mine was fucking Batman or Superman or Harley Quinn. Or I played Arya, so I can't really speak much, but I was a decent Arya player.
Well, do you think that they did the wrong move by like pushing everything out? Should they have just shut it down when they were supposed to?
What they should have done, I'm not a fucking marketing whiz, but clearly they aren't either. They should have left it to simmer for a bit, put it out for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. People would have ate it up. This is great, and then took it away. Not put it out for 4 months and be like, hey, it's early access, it's the alpha. Here's the ranked. We're balancing it. Oh, you stopped playing? Well, it was this was just a test anyway. See ya, and ran off with it.
Yeah,
and let people
it really
buy
does
skins.
kind of feel like that.
Like if I open that game up and I don't have my Arya skin still, I'm gonna be absolutely livid.
I think the only thing I spent on that game was the Founders Edition.
Yeah, same. So I can get whatever characters I wanted.
Yeah.
And I want to still have my fucking tokens for that.
Me too.
I pretty much bought that game.
The characters that you bought the tokens with.
Like I bought that game realistically.
Yeah, me too.
So if I re-get that game, they're like, hey, you have to buy it, or hey, get your characters again. But no, fuck off. Give them it. I bought them.
If they do that, that's going to be a real hit in the balls.
Yeah, I reckon that'll drop player base within minutes.
Yeah. That would really suck.
But I have faith in it. I can't wait to see which new characters they add. Because there's a lot they can pick from.
Yep.
And I just don't want to see more DC representatives. Come on. You've got like quite a few now. You've added Black Adam in, for fuck's sake. Let's see, like, I don't know, another Game of Thrones rep, or I didn't watch the show. The one with the raccoon.
The one with the raccoon?
Yeah. Regular show. What's that?
I don't know that one.
Yeah, it was just on the tail end of when we were growing up, I think. Like, yeah, 6, 7.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was great. Big. There's more. I know they can have like fucking Walter White if they truly wanted. I don't want to see that shit.
I do. I 100% do. I want to see Walter White throwing like blue bags of crystal meth at people.
They've got Rick and Morty in. That was cool. Where's Jerry? There's a few stuff that they can add in. I can't really see fucking Warner Brothers list at the moment. They've got a fair few.
Ed and Eddie.
Are they Cartoon Network? They have Cartoon Network.
Apparently, I just looked it up of Multiverse's most wanted characters, and Ed and Eddie is the first one.
That'd be cool. What was it? Oh my god, you might not remember this, but
Spawn.
Spawn. Oh, what was that? What was it called?
Oh, Popeye.
I don't remember what it's called now. I'm blanking. It was like Spy Kids Next Door, and they were all named after numbers. Did you watch that as a kid?
Nah.
Any of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, they've got a lot to add. But I can just see it getting littered of more fucking Looney Tunes and DC characters.
I mean, that's kind of the art style, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of what they're going for. But they do have things like Batman and Superman and stuff, so it's like not all.
There's two. Yeah, they've got fucking Arya Stark in it.
I mean, oh yeah, good point. Apparently, the Flash. Is the Flash
He wasn't in it.
Warner Brothers? No, he's not in it, but is he Warner Brothers?
Of course he will. They've got fucking Batman, Superman. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Wait, I really, really, really want the Flash then, because the Flash is my favorite like superhero. Like in in comics and in stuff, like the Flash is probably my favorite, just above the rest. And obviously there is no single Flash game. There isn't a standalone Flash game. I really would want one, but I don't know how it would work. And I want a game where I can play Flash, because the only game I can play Flash technically right
Injustice.
now, Injustice, yes, but it's kind of dead. Fortnite.
Oh god.
Exactly. I want a game where I can play Flash with his powers.
I was saying,
And
Injustice
man,
was
if
cool.
I could play Thrash in multiverses, that would be so sick.
I just don't want to see another fucking DC rep, and I know I'm gonna see the Joker anyway, so it doesn't matter.
The Joker's in everything.
Yeah, Joker's gonna fucking fiddle his way in. Same with the Flash, but fucking, I don't know. Show me. In fact, no, I've got Marvin.
Pennywise?
Pennywise could be cool. He's Warner Brothers, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And I don't know why, that just makes it so funny to me. Having all of these childhood characters like Scooby-Doo and shit,
Oh,
and then
Scooby-Doo.
having Pennywise.
Scooby-Doo, yeah. Scooby-Doo's not even in it, is he? Shaggy's in it.
No, it's Shaggy, not Scooby. They need to bring Scooby-Doo in it. I
Yeah.
honestly think they need to bring Scooby-Doo. And if they have, like, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo on the same thing, they get, like, a special something.
Courage
That'd be
could be
sick.
cool. And if you ever watch Courage,
Ooh, yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's... I'm trying to think of that. What was going to say then? I know I said I don't want more Looney Tunes characters, but if I can get Wile E. Coyote in, or the Roadrunner,
Ooh. That's the Roadrunner being able to like go through walls and shit maybe on some of the stages. That would be so cool.
the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, I like Tom and Jerry. That was very unique how you played as both of them.
Yeah.
Like Ice Climbers from Smash. Multiverses hopefully doesn't bomb.
I hope it doesn't, because the roster is absolutely awesome.
I can see it
Ben
getting
10.
reviewed bombed right off the bat because they go like, "Hey, you took this away from me," blah 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 blah. I can see it like
Yeah.
it's gonna get reviewed bombed a small bit. What the fuck?
As long as
oh.
keep the games that you paid for,
Mhm.
or keep the stuff that you paid for, then if not, that's going to be a big blow, and that's going to really suck. But yeah, Ben 10. I would absolutely love Ben 10.
Ben 10 could be cool.
Like he could be.
Like a transform kind of character.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think there's a character like that in Smash.
Sure.
But where you can.
Took different stances, like quicker or more
I was
speed.
Sure. No. It's a bit of a weird analogy, but fucking Pokemon trainer,
Oh yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
like
I get
Pokemon
that.
trainer.
Yeah.
where you've got Charizard,
Charizard?
the other two. I can't remember the other two.
Ivysaur and Squirtle.
That's the one. Have something like that where he can transform into like 3 or 4 different people. Now, he would probably be a very complicated character, but
That's
I would
fine.
absolutely love to see Ben 10 in it.
Who
Jotaro.
who would you like to see in Marvel Rivals?
Ooh. I think Moon Knight is already confirmed, so I guess he's already in there. Ghost Rider, 100%.
Ghost Rider could be cool.
Absolutely would want Ghost Rider. I think any of the symbiotes like Carnage or Venom or Riot or any of those, I think would be pretty cool.
They'll probably turn them
My-
for skins.
That's the thing. I was about to say, my thought is that you already have Spider-Man. How are you really going to differentiate Spider-Man between like Miles Morales or Peter Parker or Gwen or, you know, like they're the same thing. So they would all just be skins, which is kind of a shame, but you know, it makes sense from a gameplay standpoint.
I don't know. They could have Miles go invisible, and he's got his Venom powers.
True.
Just make him slower, I guess. I don't.
I'm really surprised that what's his name isn't in it. Captain America.
Yeah, same with Thor. I'm shocked Thor's not in it if Loki's in it.
True. Fantastic Four, I think, would be kind of cool.
Yeah, But then you've got the issue of the Thing's just the Hulk.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, a Hulk thing skin could be neat. Who else is Marvel? Daredevil.
Daredevil's Marvel.
I think Daredevil would be really cool. Oh, what's the you know that Netflix show that had like Daredevil, the chick that's really strong,
The Defenders.
the black dude that's really strong, the Defenders. Them, I think those would be pretty neat. What's his name?
I've got the Guardians.
The bald guy.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. I would love to see Luke Cage. I think he'd be cool.
Yeah, I've got my happy fucking play. I've got Groot, Rocket, and Star Lord.
Yes.
What else would I like to see? Moon Knight, like you said.
I think an issue they might have though is that some of the characters are so goddamn OP. Like in lore,
Yeah, the Hulk.
they're so OP.
Like Hulk's OP in lore.
Hulk is absolutely OP in lore,
But-
but some of them, I think like Doctor Fate is.
I think that's DC.
Oh, it's Doctor Fate. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry. Isn't there a Doctor Fate equivalent? in
Doctor
Marvel?
Strange.
Really? I can't. I'm mixing up all of them here.
Doctor Strange is fairly OP though.
Doctor Strange is definitely OP. I can't remember. There's one guy in Marvel that's like
Ghost Rider alone's really OP.
pretty much the god. I mean, Ghost Runner can kill anyone with his pen and stuff.
That's what I mean. Ghost Rider's just a monster, really. Hulk's OP.
Absolutely amazing.
Iron Man's OP. When it comes to comics, I'm pretty sure every character's OP.
Yeah.
Like
Very good point.
Iron Man created a fucking armor to fight Celestials, or Thor and the Hulk at their strongest forms, and he transformed Thor into a Hulk monster.
I would love to see skins of their different timelines.
yeah.
Like Hulk and Worldbreaker Hulk.
Like Maestro Hulk, yeah.
I would love to see that stuff. I'm flicking through my my Marvel comics right now, just seeing some of the characters. This is a really okay.
You got the X-Men, and that's fucking like an endless supply. Deadpool? Which like Deadpool?
Deadpool. I would love, you know, in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, where his ultimate is he hits you with his health bar.
Yeah.
I want something like that. I want him to like grab a UI element or like turn around and talk to the player during his ult or something, and then just smack the people with something like that. That would be so cool. Again, I love fourth wall breaks. Absolutely love them. And Deadpool is the perfect one for that.
You could just start like glitching your screen, like he turns your screen off.
Yeah. Like he's got a flashbang.
Yeah.
Just like
He pulls a remote out. Yeah, he pulls a remote out and turns it off.
That would be so cool.
But yeah, that game's hopefully gonna be good. Is there anything else like this?
Like Marvel.
Big, like big games, roster-based games coming out.
Apart from multiverses, I don't really know of any.
No.
I gotta read this comic. Jesus Christ. It's like Marvel Zombies, where all
my God.
Marvel people go through all the zombie stuff.
Yeah,
I've only read like the first 2 issues. Jesus Christ.
that loses
It's like
its shit
zombies in
later, don't it?
space and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, my God. I was just flicking through it, but yeah. And it's such a good idea. A big game such as Marvel doing a game like that, huge. Same way with multiverses and DC. I want to see Flash. I want to see. The problem with multiverses is that it's kind of upbeat. It's like it's got children's characters in it and stuff like that. It's kind of more of a upbeat game. So I don't know if we're going to see things like Batman Who Laughs.
Wait, I'm pretty sure he's
And
already
things
his skin,
like
isn't it?
Is-
Batman.
Is he?
Who... Oh, he might not be. I might think of something else.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's in Fortnite. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, then yeah, that's also upbeat. But think like I said, whenever you think, oh, they can't have like mature stuff in it. Arya Stark's in the game. There's rape and shit in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like, Game of Thrones is some of the most despicable shit I've seen. But like, I think it's fine.
The thing is, Arya's Stark design in and of itself is not like
Yeah, that's true.
like if you don't know the background of Game of Thrones, then you're just gonna see like a like normal girl. Where Batman Who Laughs, he has like chains all around him. He's in all black. He's got spikes on his eyes. He's got like the Joker grin and type of stuff. It's kind of like to a kid who might be coming into the game for fucking Shaggy, it might be a bit much.
But then you can say like, if you just look at like, oh, Rick and Morty look cartoonish, then you just search them up and you're like, holy shit, this is fucked.
That's a very good point.
Gizmo.
So, I hope they don't. I hope they don't stay with the like cartoony stuff and they actually put some of the really dark DC stuff, because I think that's what DC does the best over Marvel. DC's like dark and gritty comics and dark and gritty TV shows are so good compared to Marvel.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Marvel has some dark stuff like Marvel Zombies and stuff, but there's still like they're still kind of goofy. Whereas, DC, I feel like take it a bit more seriously.
And then their films just bomb.
I remember there was a DC comic which had like some of the best art style I've ever seen, and it was like a universe where physics were realistic, and the Flash ran, and it not decapitated him. It broke his legs, and like his legs came clean off because of how fast he ran, and things like that. And that comic, I haven't read it yet, but my god, I want to get that comic.
I think I've heard of something like that. I heard of the one where they had like the opposites of themselves, and the Flash is like really fat, and he can't run.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I'd love to know the name of it.
Oh, fucking hell. Prison Architect 2 comes out on the 7th of this month of May.
Of this month?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fucking hell. So, by next... But not next podcast, but the one after, be able to talk about that.
That's awesome. I'm trying to look for this comic because I really want to know the name of it.
You're not into your World of Warcraft Classic, are you?
I am. I do like it.
Cataclysm comes out next month as well.
Yes, it does.
Actually,
yeah, 20th of May, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah. 20th of May. Yeah. On the same day... Wait, that's huge. On the same day, World of Goo 2 comes out, and Mario Thousand Year Door.
Oh, wow.
And then a few days later, Multiverses comes out. May's kind of big.
May, yeah, as I said, May is absolutely huge. I'm very excited for May, especially after April. I feel like there's been nothing in April.
No,
it's been the most boring goddamn month.
I got to try beta. That was the most exciting bit. Oh wait, no, there were more DLC.
Also, I might be wrong. That might actually be a Marvel comic that I was talking about. I don't think it was Flash. It was Quicksilver. They got his limbs chopped off.
Oh, that doesn't help your point.
No, in that case, my point is kind of invalid.
Luigi's Mansion 2. Mansion. Switch. Luigi's Mansion 2 is coming out on Switch in May. No, that's June. The game's just looking like a bunch of fucking remakes and ports. Not the game, the year.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we've been getting the past couple years, I would say, or the past few years.
So, last year was huge.
Yes, last year was amazing. 2023.
Hmm.
Last year was awesome. Also, I found it.
Oh, the comic keeps on about.
Yep, Earth 9591. It is a Marvel comic, and it's Quicksilver.
Okay.
His arms and legs were amputated for his own good. That's all it says in the history.
Ooh.
amazing.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh wow, I'm so excited for that.
Don't get too
Can't wait to
excited.
spend 140 quid, or
Just-
whatever it was.
Just a fucking wank off Jabba the Hutt. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think this year's gonna be that huge compared to last year, but it's got its moments.
it's got its few. It's got, for me, it's got Frostpunk, What a Good 2, Thousand Year Door remake, Sonic X Shadow Generation. It's got a few. Luigi's Mansion 2. Yeah. SteamWorld 2, SteamWorld Heist 2.
I think I've got stuff like is Metal Gear Solid Delta this year?
When's that meant to be? I haven't seen it.
It's a Metal Gear 3 remake.
I haven't seen it on the list, but I'm just looking at fucking Wikipedia.
It might be TBA. You got Dragon's Dogma 2 came out this year to very, very mixed reception.
Yeah, I'll be passing on that one.
Yeah, I'll pass on it too. Which is a shame because I wanted to play Dragon's Dogma 1 to go into Dragon's Dogma 2. But I guess I'll just play 1 and then stop.
Yeah, that's fair.
They might fix it though. The main complaints for Dragon's Dogma 2 is just like the microtransactions, right? And some of the glitches.
The game was fucked on release, I think.
For bugs and stuff.
Yeah, bugs. It just like I watched a video, and the guy couldn't play it for longer than 5 minutes without it crashing.
Man,
That's probably been fixed, but even so, it's just
yeah.
bad luck.
The state of AAA games though, huh?
Shame it was from Capcom. They let us down.
Yeah, Capcom was on the biggest heart streak though.
Just for fucking Dragon's Dogma to drop it.
Ghost of Tsushima coming to PC though. That's kind of huge.
You know what's...
Have you seen Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
I
don't...
played it on PlayStation, beat it, was gonna platinum it. When I went back to platinum it, my save was corrupted, so I had to do the story again. I was like, maybe another day. But now it's coming to PC. I'll just do it on PC.
I haven't played it.
I fully recommend it.
Yeah,
like
I've
one
been
of my
recommended it,
favourite
but... Oh, wow.
Samurai type games.
Well, we've had a fair bit of Marvel topic, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Which is fitting because Endgame released 5 years ago today.
Really?
Yeah,
Look at that.
all comes full circle.
I do kind of really want to just watch all of the shows again, especially the old Iron Man.
Oh
Iron
yeah, I
Man
know.
1 and
So
2.
good.
Don't get me wrong. The current Iron Man in like Infinity War and Endgame, he's cool. He is. But all the whole like nanotech, like invisible shield type shit, I loved it when it was just him making his bulky ass suit, you know?
Yeah.
Like his first suit, the Mark 1, that's like just really bulky steel shit he made in a cave. And then he improves it in the silver Mark 2. Then he paints it, and oh man, I loved the old Iron Man movies. The nanotech stuff, it's good, but man, can't beat the old.
It's definitely hype in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else to speak about?
The casting of Frank Stone.
Oh,
That one.
more news?
I'm very excited for casting of Frank Stone.
When does that come out?
This
year? Oh, okay. Fuck.
Hopefully it's this year,
It
but
won't be this year.
Oh.
Let's be real.
It was when was it revealed? Last Game Awards or the
Game
one
Awards.
before that?
No, last Game Awards.
It was last one.
Yeah, it's not this year.
It's going to be like 2 years then. Shit. That's okay. As long as they make a good game, because I'm a big fan of the Dark Anthology, and so they're doing one in the Dead by Daylight universe. I mean, I'm all for it, all for that, and I get to learn a bit more of the lore of Dead by Daylight because I know absolutely nothing of it.
Yeah, no, mate, to be honest. I know about individual lore, and that's it. Like Alien, or Chucky.
I mean, yeah. It's not really a game that you go into and just see the lore.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm not loading out from like, what's that Huntress about? I'm loading it up, seeing fucking aliens scream at me, and be like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Can't wait for August 16th.
It does have some good lore from what I know. Like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
From like people that have told me, like it does have some good lore for Huntress and Doctor and
Yeah,
some of the
games like
survivors
that
and
do.
stuff. But I mean, it's kind of overshadowed by a lot of the other ones.
Like, look at League.
League's lore, story, world building is fucking phenomenal. But you don't load it up and be like, hey, that fucking the character.
That reminds me.
That brawl.
I was gonna say this at the start of the pod, but I want to play the Ruin King again.
Yeah.
Like the talk that we had yesterday, it really makes me want to play the Ruin King again. I loaded it up, and the save that I had was 34% through the story.
And you only just got to see Alawi?
No, I was using Alawi to get to some of the things. I think I just saw Gangplank, maybe. Because when I logged back in, I was back on Miss Fortune's ship.
So, have they all met yet or not?
Yasuo, Alawi, and Miss Fortune have met.
Okay, and Ari, I'm
And Bob.
assuming.
Ari.
Because Ari's with Yasuo, aren't she?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much they're all about to meet Pike. That's the last one.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I've met Pike yet. Or I might have met him, but he's not playable yet.
Oh, right. Pike's really cool. He's someone I refuse to take
Yeah,
over.
I'm excited for Pike. I'm very excited. It's surprising though, because I mean, obviously, I played it so long ago, so I don't actually remember. But
Braum as well, sorry, you got Braum.
yeah, let's get behind Brom.
He also didn't.
But I haven't seen anything of Viego. Like you've got the intro cutscene of Isolde going into the thing, and then Viego going or whatever.
Getting stabbed.
And then from what I remember anyway, and from logging in just for a brief moment, I've seen nothing of Viego.
No.
This first 40% of the game.
Yeah, you don't really.
I thought he was like the main bad guy. That was like the
He
whole
is.
point.
You're just watching him fucking create havoc. But not really. He's in the shadows kind of guy. In the mist.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to replay it so I can remember.
He's definitely in
a
it
lot of
though.
what happened.
You definitely do see him before that.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited. I'm excited to play it. And then after Ruin King, I'll definitely play Convergence.
I'll probably finish it by then and be on Song of Nunu.
Song of Nunu.
People love that one.
It does seem really nice and chill.
Gives Lysandra some more to do as well. That's always fun.
Okay, speaking of standalone League games, what character do you think deserves their own game?
Deserves their own game.
Yeah. Since you've got the Ruin King, which has Viego and Thresh and or the kind of everyone that was involved in that Ruination story, but then you've got Convergence, which is Echo, which is
So
I don't know if anyone else is in Convergence, but I just know Echo.
all the Vandals just got one.
Oh yeah, the Vandal game. I remember you telling me about that.
Who do I think deserves one? Not including the fighting game. Garen.
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 Oh, that is not what I expected you to say.
Garen. He's such like Annie.
Ooh, an Annie game would go hard.
Annie could be fucking neat.
The whole thing about like burning her
Yeah.
house down and stuff, and the rivalry against her mother.
Just having
And things.
Tibbers as like a summon thing, or to level Tibbers
Oh
up.
my god, that would be so cool. That would be a
Um,
real like gritty game too.
Or just like a story game about trauma if they just want to do that, because Annie's fucked.
Annie is really fun.
I had an idea that would be amazing, I think, where a game like Total Warhammer, but with League factions.
Ooh, that would be huge.
Where you could play as like the Void, like as like a faction, but then you could pick your lords like Rek'Sai, Cho'Gath, Bel'Veth, Cogmore, all them. Or you've got different parts of Noxus where you could play as like Draven and Darius, or the leader Swain, or someone else in like the lower regions, stuff like that. Because the map's big enough.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they're making an MMO out of it. So.
Who would you like to
I
say?
was gonna say Void.
The Void.
Man, I want a Void game.
Yeah, same. I'd love to like just consume like a consume game.
Do you remember when we went on holiday and on the way back we watched a Cogmore lore video for like 2 hours?
Yeah.
I still love anything to do with the Void.
Cogmore, Vel'Kar's, the Watchers.
The Watchers, definitely. I want to see like Vel'Koz's like higher power, so to speak. Like, because Vel'Koz has always interested me in how he just wants to study stuff. He wants to kill you to then dissect you to then study you. I think that's so cool. I want to see more of that type of thing.
I'm trying to think. Like Silas just had one. It could be really cool. There's a little like weird like. Oh no, Echo just got a platform. Never mind. There's just like Fiddlesticks horror could go nuts with, and we spoke about that.
Fiddlesticks game. Oh, that's probably my most anticipated, honestly. Now you've just brought that up, that is probably like the one that I want the most out of any. I want a Fiddlesticks game so badly.
I fucking hate Kai'Sa. I hate her design. I hate everything about her.
I don't.
Except
really
her
like
story. And I think I'm fine with her suit and everything. If she just had a fucked up face, I'd be fine.
Oh, the fact that she's been in the void for years and years, and she looks like a supermodel.
Yeah, it's just fucking, just a shame. If she just had like a scarred face or something, even just like, I don't know, missing an eyeball or something, cuts and bruises.
Yeah.
The Kai'Sa game where you're fighting back the void could be quite cool.
True.
A good old racist Kled game where you're just fighting off anyone that's on his fucking hillbilly land.
That would be pretty neat.
I don't know if he was in the Black Vandal game. I'll probably get it eventually, and just to see if I can find Kled. But yeah, there's so much they can do.
There is.
They went
Again, it's one of
turn-based.
those games that have so many characters.
Yeah,
So much,
turn-based so
like-
far. We went RPG, RPG, platformer, whatever Song of Nunu is. I think it's just an adventure game.
That's what I love about League, or like Riot, should I say, in general. Riot, they don't stick to one genre, man. Like, after League, yeah, they stuck with League for like, what, 15 years? But then they did Valorant, which is basically like CSGO.
Yeah, they're doing the
then-
fighting game.
And then they did doing the fighting game, Project L. And then they did the Ruin King, and now they're doing Echo, and then they're doing Song of Nunu and the Vandal, and they're doing so many genres. I joke that Riot can do everything but a MOBA. Because holy shit, the balancing in League is something else. But everything else that they do, even Valorant, honestly, I think Valorant is a great esport FPS.
You know what? I'm gonna whack it in there right now.
Even League, I can't think of a single MOBA that does it better. Like, sure, League's fucked, but
The league is fucked.
Every MOBAs are destined to be fucked.
I guess, yeah.
Because once you've got perfect balance in a MOBA, what have you got left to do?
True.
Imagine-
It would become boring at that point.
Yeah, you got no updates, no fucking anything.
Yeah, I guess. But fucking hell, some of the decisions.
Oh yeah, some of the decisions done.
Mythic items. I did not like mythic items.
I was fine with them, but sometimes it just felt like they had such favourites. The fact
Yeah.
ADCs were building assassin mythics was crazy. I couldn't
100%.
think of a single support mythic off the top of my head, actually. But yeah, the balance in the league, it's never going to be perfect, but I can't think of a game that is perfectly balanced. A multiplayer game.
No. I mean, you never can. I don't think... Unless you stopped making content for that game, you could never truly balance it. I don't think there's a single multiplayer game where you could balance. Like, take Siege, for example. Siege is pretty unbalanced. Like, some operators are just absolute ass, which you just don't take. And then some operators are so fucking good that you, like, permaban. And, unless you didn't bring out any more operators and you made it perfectly balanced, which I don't think... Is there even such thing as perfectly balanced? Because one thing that's balanced for one person is not balanced for another. I don't think you can even make a perfect balance.
No, because once there's a pro scene, it's done. Because the pros will play different to fucking coppers.
Yeah. God, the esports, like, pro scene. I like esports. I do want to watch esports, I just kind of don't. I don't mind it, but man, the amount of times that pro scene has ruined the, like, lower end of the game.
Overwatch.
It sucks. Overwatch is probably the most egregious, like, part of it, yeah. But, I mean, Overwatch was going downhill before the pro scene, probably.
Yeah, it's just they try to fucking force the pro scene down your throat.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. As soon as you loaded up Overwatch 1 back in like 2018, it's like, look, buy their skins, look. It's like, fucking, let me play. Just let me fucking play.
True. People eat it up as well, though.
Yeah.
They watch the esports, they see one pro player do some, like, weird strat that no one's seen before, and then you'll see that strat in every game for the next, like, month.
Yeah, I know it's not the same, but when Tyler 1 was doing the Road to Challenger and Jungle, he started picking Ivan and seeing good results with it. And he's just a good Ivan, I guess. And in my games back then, I saw Ivan non-stop, and it's just people first-timing him, expecting to do good, and I'm like, please, kill me.
Yeah. That and, I didn't play much, I only played a little bit during this time, but there was one part where, like, the mid laner would go into jungle, and they would funnel... Either the mid laner funneled the jungler, or the jungler funneled the mid laner.
Yeah, I know what you're on about. I do know it was
Yeah, the mid laner would just stick next to the jungler the whole game,
Yep.
and then I think that's why I didn't play that much, because that was really not fun to play with.
No, I know exactly what you mean as well.
It's had its moments. League has definitely had its moments.
What's left? Still, you got anything else? You got any notes? Any? Some? We dwindled.
I'm all talked in.
I'm happy with that.
How long have we been going?
2 hours.
2 hours?
That's good.
Not bad. Yep, good stuff.
Right then. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening.